Clewine was recruited to work in the finance industry in Guernsey. But after a year in her property, her rent has increased by almost a third, and she feels that's going to force her and her family to leave the island.
Things continues exactly like it is. I mean, there's no way we can continue to afford this rental increase of 32%. So the way things are going, definitely that's the next step, because it's just not worth it. That to me is the very sad part.
The nights are always the worst. The silence housed in grief. Just one of the poems Liv was inspired to write as a coping mechanism for her own mental health struggles.
What was it like having your work published in the first lockdown at the age of 16?
I found that I had this passion and I thought what's the worst that could happen realistically?
She's been told by the Office for Environmental Health and Pollution Regulation that a limit on the use is needed to prevent a nuisance or annoyance to nearby residents.
Islander Leanne Hawkes has suffered with the condition of endometriosis for most of her life. It can affect women of any age. For Leanne, she was diagnosed when she was 26, but she'd been living with the symptoms since she was 14. She believes there isn't enough awareness of the condition, which is why she set up a social media group to try and encourage the conversation on a local scale. Leanne's now able to live the life she always dreamed of after making the decision to have a hysterectomy, removing her cervix, womb and ovaries. She urges other women, if ever unsure about their own bodies, to speak out.
10,000 girl guides in attendance. They must have really raised the roof, whilst also raising the profile of an incredible organisation that empowers girls and young women across the world. For more on the guides and what they do, or to make a donation, go to girlguiding.org.uk and look out for news on the Big Gig 2018. From music to film now, Olivia and Itishad headed to Shoreditch for a unique and truly international film festival that are focused on a very particular type of cinema.
What a fascinating conference on digital journalism. The future is really in our fingertips. Seriously though.
I'm Vicky Carter and I'm at the Lyric Theatre in Hammersmith for the first festival of its kind, Festival of Confidence. It's dedicated to empower and inspire women through a series of talks, panels and workshops, everything from mindfulness and meditation to burlesque dancing and nipple tassels. I'm excited.
Tenants are understandably worried about rents spiralling out of families' reach, but finding a solution that keeps them, politicians and landlords happy is unlikely to be a quick fix. Vicky Carter, BBC Channel Islands News, Guernsey.